Okay, so my name is Crystal J. This is like my first video. I don't even know if I'm actually gonna upload this or uh yeah. So I'm going to review this last episode of RuPaul's Drag Race while I do my makeup, cause why not? Is my camera like it's looking a little greasy? Okay, so I have notes. Hold on. So let me turn to my notes. And let me just like get started. Okay, so um yeah, so I just want to say like just for a disclaimer, I have been a Drag Race fan for, or you know what, should I just get into it? Okay, I just want to make this, should I get into it or should I do this disclaimer? I don't even know. Um, hmm. I kind of just want to get into it, honestly, and then I'll talk about my feelings about Drag Race, like this season and like the show, just like as a whole and all that, cause like I've been a Drag Race fan like for forever. So, yeah, so the episode starts off as usual, leaving off the lip sync. And the last lip sync was between fucking Utica and Tina Burner. And that shit pissed me off because Tina clearly won that. I don't understand why they eliminated Tina and not Utica when Tina clearly like slayed that whole lip sync to My Humps. Like that was irritating. But you know, this show is rigor mortis. I don't give a fuck. This show is rigor mortis. Ever since All Star season 2, it's been rigor mortis. So, like Alyssa said. Um, so yeah. Tina should have won that. That like really upset me, especially like for the branding thing. Like they said they didn't even understand what Utica's brand was, but Tina had a brand, but they're just like bored with her brand. Like that was just ridiculous. She shouldn't have been in the bottom. First of all, it should have been Got Mick, in my opinion, and she should have won the lip sync, but it's rigor mortis. So yeah, so we walk into the workroom. They walk to the workroom, and Utica is talking about you know, whatever she's talking about, the her eliminating Tina Burner. First of all, I just want to say Utica is annoying. I don't like Utica. Utica's annoying. Also like she just gives me like these weird ass like vibes. Like she gives me these weird fake nice like I don't want to say like psychopathic or sociopathic, but she gives me weird vibes. Ever since she lied about that Olivia Lux thing where she said that Olivia was funny and Olivia found out that she didn't think she was funny, like she was talking shit about her and she didn't think that she heard her, but like Olivia heard Utica talking shit. And then in the Untucked, I don't know if y'all watch Untucked, but in the Untucked, Utica was like, oh, I just don't like confrontation. Like, she just gives me, like, typical, like, white girl, like, talking shit, but hide your hands, like, don't like confrontation, but, like, you're actually, like, a mean girl, but you try to make it seem like you're not a mean girl, but you are. Like, Utica is just weird to me, like, and I don't even mean, and I'm not saying that like her quirkiness or nothing. None of that bothers me. It's just that her personality I don't like. Her personality I don't like. I feel like her shit be performative, like her pretending to care about racism and anti-blackness when behind the scenes whole time like you racist. Like I heard that she was racist. I mean, y'all can take that with a grain of salt, but allegedly I heard behind the scenes she was racist, and that doesn't surprise me because she's white. She's a thin, tall white queen, and like she just gives me like just weird passive aggressive like vibes, like ugh. So anyway. So yeah, she's talking about Tina like, oh, I feel really bad that I eliminated her, but how did you guys think I did? You know, like very much personality switch, like, and the girls are looking at her like Got Mint called it out, and also like cut to Candy, and Candy was looking at her while she was talking. It was just so funny. Like I think Candy was like irritated, honestly, like for real. But that shit was funny. Like cut to Candy's face while Utica's talking. I'm like, that's exactly how I feel. Like, girl, what are you talking about? So, anyways, Utica's a weirdo. Sorry, like I don't like her. I don't understand the fandom around her either. Like she's not even. She's just not all that of a queen to me. Like she's just not. Like she's just not. Maybe if her personality was different, maybe I would like her. But I don't know. I can appreciate her. I can't honestly. I can't even say that I appreciate her quirkiness because it's not executed well. Like her execution is not good. Whatever. Yeah, so we get to the mini challenge. Okay, hold on. I need to find my makeup also, or find like my products that I'm using. So we get to the mini challenge. The mini challenge was cute or whatever. Anastasia, Beverly Hills, whatever. Nirvana's there. Blah blah blah. They do this arm makeup, be my arms thing. It was cute. It was funny. Whatever. It was whatever. Oh, so I also wrote that who won that, by the way? Oh, I don't even remember. I think it was Candy and, damn, who was Candy's partner? Oh, who was, oh, it was Candy and Rose. Okay. Candy and Rose won that, and, like, it's funny because they were, like, the camera, like, was on Utica, and Utica, I could be projecting, but in my opinion, she looked like she was happy, but she was probably actually salty. Like, she gives me, like, I don't know. She's just weird to me. Whatever. So, yeah. So, the mini challenge was cute. Whatever. So, the main challenge is a congeniality roast. So, for Miss Congeniality, we have Heidi in Closet, who I love. Heidi in Closet. Love her. She's hilarious. She's great. She has a beautiful spirit. She's just like, I'm a fan. Like, she's great. Check out her song, Gap. Okay. Yeah, so we have Heidi in Closet, we have Nina West, and we have Valentina. So my whole thing is Valentina does not count because she was fan favorite. We all saw she was fan favorite. But whatever, I think it's because of COVID. I think because of COVID, like, they're kind of limiting, like, who they kind of have on this season or whatever. Like, we see, like, they keep using, like, the same judges and stuff like that. So, yeah. I don't know Nina West. Like, I didn't watch that season with Evie Ali and Silky Nutmeg Ganache. I did not watch that season. But whatever. So, yeah, so we're doing the roast of them, Miss Congeniality, whatever. So personally, like, I don't like roasts personally. Like, I used to like them back in the day, like back in the late / mid 2000s, not late 2000s, like the mid, what would be considered the late 2000s? Yeah, like the mid to late 2000s, whatever. In the early 2000s, cause that's when they kind of first, whatever. So, roast, roast. I used to like them. I used to like to watch them, but then I'm just not into roasting. Like, I think it's mean. Then roasting always comes from, like, some bullshit. Like, it always comes from, like, you're fat, you're black, like, you know, just, like, rude, like, gross, like, shit. It always comes from, like, just gross shit. Like, I personally don't like roast, and I wish that they would let it go, but whatever. When they said nice girl roast, I thought they were gonna have to be nice. I'm so silly for thinking that. Like, it's Drag Race. So, because Candy and Rose won the mini challenge, they get to decide what the order is. Candy decides to put herself first, and Rose decides to go last. So yeah, like I said, like, I don't like roast, and you know, like Simone said, only roast she knows in the crock pot, and her mama's crock pot, which I thought was funny. Roast is so delicious, by the way. Yeah, so we cut to them, like, working and stuff like that, and Rose is, like, laughing at her own jokes. I love when I see queens doing that. It's so funny, like, or just when people do that in general, but it's so funny watching them work, and they're like, this is great. And then you kind of cut to the other queens, and you kind of want to see, like, are they a little shooketh? Because the other queen is, like, confident, like, are you a little shooketh? But Simone and Candy just kind of looked at each other, and that was funny. Like, they kind of looked at each other, it was like, okay. Yeah, and so then they have this little exchange, like Rose and Candy have this little exchange. I think it's cute, like how they be like kind of like roasting each other or like reading each other this season, but it's like always cute. Like it seems like it's always cute. Like it's not like, I don't know. It just seems like a cute like dynamic. Like it's not nothing that is like actually mean or like, it's cute. It's cute little rapport or whatever. Like I get it. They actually seem like homegirls. But Rose came for Candy's size, and I didn't like that personally. Like I don't like the fat jokes. Like they're not jokes. It's just you being fat phobic, in my opinion. Even though it's not really an opinion, it's like a fact, but whatever. So yeah, Rose said some shit about Candy, but their little exchange, it was funny. Like Candy was like, "I won many challenges and whatever." Also, let me just say, I'm gonna get to that. Okay, so we get to. Let me start my makeup. So we get to like their little, when they're practicing their set in front of Lonnie and Michelle. So we get to when they're practicing their set in front of Lonnie and Michelle. And like, I just want to say I love Lonnie Love, and I love her head wrap. Like her hair wrap, she looks so cute. And Lonnie Love has been a consistent judge on this season, and I think that's another COVID related thing, that they keep having the same judges. A friend of mine had pointed that out, and I didn't even think about it like that. So I'm like, okay, they had Lonnie Love on here, and they had T.S. Madison on here. I think they had T.S. Madison on there twice, I think. Which I feel like T.S. Madison should be like a regular judge. Like, okay. So yeah, so Lonnie and Michelle are reviewing like the girls' set, like, so that they can ask them for advice, yada yada yada. Is this good? Yada yada yada. So we see Gottmik. I wouldn't go to Gottmik. We see Gottmik, and Gottmik is not prepared. Like, Gottmik is not prepared. I think that Gottmik needs to work on the confidence of it. Like, you can tell that Gottmik was like not confident doing that or whatever. Like, because it seems like she wasn't believing in her own jokes or and whatnot. So yeah, I'm just like, okay, you need to work on your confidence. Like, you're reading from the paper, you have good material, but like, you're reading from the paper, you don't seem to believe in your own material, and that's very important because you have to sell it. Like, we have to believe that you are funny, because then we gonna think you funny. Or just delivery, rather. If you just deliver it with confidence, like, but she was like looking through her paper and stuff, and she didn't seem like, she just wasn't prepared. So that was the thing. Simone is so cute. Like, we love Simone. Like, I'm a Simone fan. Like, they need to like crown her, in my opinion. I'm like, y'all need to crown her at this point. Like, crown her. That's just how I feel. Y'all need to crown her. So like, y'all need to put her in the top 3. So yeah, Simone is cute. I love like her little theatrics and like her dramatics and like her grandiose mannerisms, I guess you can call them. Like, her little Hocus Pocus reference was cute. Like, her saying like, Hocus Pocus is my favorite movie. Like, who doesn't love Hocus Pocus? That was cute. That was a cute little reference. Like, she's cute, but she was not funny. Her material was not landing. It was long-winded. It just wasn't it. So yeah. So then we get to Utica. What I have in my notes, all I have in my notes is Utica is not funny. Utica is not funny. Like, girl, you're just mean. Like, she is that, she is what I call her out to be. Like, you're just mean. Like, you're just saying how you really feel, these observations that you have that are coming from negative places. Like, you're just being mean. Like, her set was just mean. She was just saying, like, And mind you, like a lot of these jokes and stuff that they do come from like, I feel, places of just just, systematic. I feel like they come from systematic oppression. Not to get so deep, I'm just saying, like, a lot of these jokes are fat jokes. You're fat, you're old, like ageism, all this other stuff. Like, oh, you fetishize black men, all this other stuff. Oh, you're a whore. Like, mind you, these jokes are all shitty, but I feel like it's possible that you can still make it funny. Utica's delivery, everything not funny. Like, you're just saying mean things. Like, the whole whale shit was mean. And I just feel like Utica is not fucking self-aware. Like, I just don't think Utica is self-aware. Like, or I don't know. Maybe she's too self-aware. I don't know what the fuck. But she just don't seem like self-aware. Like, I'm like, girl, you sitting up here disrespecting Lonnie Love. Like, you go say, do she speak well? Like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, it just comes off as mean. Like, you're a white, skinny fucking queen. Like, you're just a white, thin queen. Like, I don't know. She just seems mean. Like, her delivery's mean. The thing she's saying is mean. And then they tell her, like, yo, like, you might want to make it funny. Like, I don't know. She did this joke about Nina West speaking well. And then they told her, like, that's mean. Like, that's not funny. And then she said the same thing to Lonnie Love. And I'm just like, it's like, oh, I thought you speak well, too. And Lonnie's like, girl, no, this ain't it. So, yeah, Utica's not funny. But we knew that already. Okay, so we get back into the workroom. And yeah, like they're, in the mirror doing their makeup, like they're doing that whole thing, like of them being in the mirror doing their makeup and talking, or whatever. I think they're talking about like how has comedy helped you or some shit. They gotta get all sentimental and whatnot. And again, like I think Candy and Rose had like some more rapport. I love the rapport. It's cute. Like, it's cute. I enjoy it. I've also grown to actually like and see Rose, because Rose for me was just blending in with the other white queens. I'm like, who the fuck, what's the difference between Rose and Elliot and Denali? Oh, I don't know, Denali is white. I think Denali's like a white person of color. LOL. But Denali's Latin. I don't know, but they were all blending into me. The non-black queens were blending in, and even Olivia as a black queen was also kind of like fading in for me in the beginning. Like they just weren't standing out to me. They weren't doing it for me. Like Rose, I did not know. I don't know, her drag and everything just wasn't standing out to me. But now, like I see Rose, I see her. I'm starting to appreciate her. Also starting to appreciate Olivia Lux. I appreciate Olivia and her sassiness and her, her personality. She's adorable, she's cute, but I feel like she's also like sassy, which I appreciate, and she's a black queen, so we love that. So yeah, we get to the roast, and RuPaul is finally switching up with the looks. Like finally, like you're not wearing the same fucking silhouette dress or whatever. And I'm not saying that you can't be out here wearing the same thing, but it's like Ru, like we love to see what you're gonna wear every episode. Like, well, I don't know. I kind of got bored with it, but it's cute to see or whatever. And yeah, so she finally switches up from wearing a dress, even like about time. Like she's starting to like switch it up. I know one episode she wore like a jumpsuit or something or whatever. So yeah, she's wearing like this little bodysuit with like these fishnet tights, and it's all black, and then she has on like these gloves, and like the bodysuit has like this like tulle little thing coming out of it. It's cute. I loved it. It was great. So yeah, that was nice to see her finally switch it up. So we get to the roast, and Candy opens the roast, And like she kills it, like she straight kills it, like I thought, like I knew, like I expected. Because honestly, if we're gonna be real, this is what Candy does. Like she does this just like on a regular. Like we see that with her personality. Like she's quick, like she kind of likes to throw a little shade. Like she likes, and we could talk about shade or whatever and roasting and blah blah blah. But I'm just saying, like, she does this. Like this is what she does. Like she kikis with her sisters and she makes fun of them, and she talks shit, like she a shit talker. So like this was like very much her and her element, and it was like she killed it. Like we knew she was gonna kill it. Side note, I loved her dress. Oh, honestly, I always usually like loves the way Candy looks. I feel like Candy serves looks. I feel like she's a fashion queen, but I feel like people don't see her as a fashion queen because I think people don't see her as a fashion queen personally because she's fat. I think that's why. Like I feel like if she was thin, people would consider her as some type of like fashion queen or something. I don't know, or whatever. But Candy be serving looks. She looked great. It was beautiful. Loved it. She slayed it. She killed it. Okay. Simone, we go to Simone. Simone tanked. It made me so sad. It was sad and hard to watch. Like, Simone was tanking. It's like, ooh, that was just like unfortunate to watch. Like, honestly, like, it's like you want her to, cause like you want her to win. Like, like it's like, dog, like, Simone, yeah, that was like unfortunate. That was unfortunate to watch. And I was hoping that she was going to do well this episode, but yeah, nah. So sorry, I'm like sharpening this pencil. It's not as sharp as I would like it to be. Honestly, I need more makeup. I need new makeup, fresh makeup, because I'm struggling. Whatever. So yeah, it was unfortunate to see Simone tank, because it's like, damn. And I feel like Simone, Simone has been funny this whole like season, but like I feel like because she was trying to be funny instead of being her like Simone self, like kind of how she was in the last episode. I feel like because she was trying to be funny like so hard, and maybe just because this was a roast where you had to like write jokes, like she wasn't like in her element, So I feel like, yeah, she got in her head, and yeah, so she tanked, and that was unfortunate because damn. Okay, so we get to Utica again. I wrote Utica is not funny. Utica is not funny. She's not only is she not funny, I think she's just straight up disrespectful, honestly. I feel like she's straight up disrespectful. She's fucking disrespectful in my opinion. Like she decided to still tell the same jokes that they told her not to tell. Like, girl, what? And like, I don't know what's up with her. She's just weird to me. I feel like she's delusional as hell. I think she's very delusional. I think she has like a delusional problem, like, for real. Okay? Like, she's just delusional. She did the same jokes they told her not to. And then she tried, like, it was so bad. Like, she was tanking and she was bombing the whole shit. Like, she was tanking and bombing. Like, it just was not funny, like, at all. It was just mean. It was whack. She was also barely remembering her jokes. She had to look down. She was umming. Like, her delivery was whack and boring, just like her. Yeah, like, so yeah, and it was so bad that she tried to come for Lonnie, and Lonnie's like, "Girl, you're the one who's bombing," and everyone was like gagging over that, like, "Woo, girl, you dragging," and then she tried to come for Rue, and Rue get flipped her the bird. Like, that was crazy. Like, Rue flipped her the bird, and it wasn't even looked at as like, I don't know. It wasn't looked at as playful shade or nothing. Like, it was looked at like, girl, I'm not like you. Like, I'm not digging you right now. Like, I'm not fucking with you right now. So don't even try to come for me. Like, you're not even giving what it's supposed to be given. Like, I'm not fucking with you right now. So yeah. And also, I'm wondering, like, side note, where did RuPaul's gloves go? Because I swear RuPaul had gloves on. And then I think when she flipped off Utica, she didn't have gloves on. I wonder if she was like on her phone in between breaks and then forgot to put her gloves on. Probably, cause she had like these long leather gloves on. I don't know. So yeah, Utica's not funny. Period. Never was. We saw her in the Snatch Game. We've seen her all season. She's not funny. Um. Okay. So what else we got? Oh, I think I stopped writing notes at that point. So Olivia. So I'm just gonna go off memory. So Olivia Lux goes. Olivia looks cute. Olivia's cute. She's doing her little cute little. She's doing her cute little thing or whatever, you know. And I feel like it could have worked if it was a little more maybe like fully realized. Like if her set was a little more fully realized. It didn't feel like a fully realized concept of her being like nice and sweet but delivering mean jokes. Like it just felt like she wasn't all the way committed to it. She did have some funny jokes though, like the, you know, RuPaul So Old jokes. I can't really remember them, and also they probably wouldn't be as funny if I delivered them. But just watch the episode. Yeah, some of her jokes were funny, but some of them kind of didn't land like that. So, yeah. But it was cute. Like she looked very cute. Loved her smile. Like of course, like you know, like it could have worked better had she maybe worked on it more. Like it felt like she wasn't. She didn't. She probably just wasn't comfortable being mean. So yeah, we have Olivia, and then I think Got Mick was next. Got Mick did great. I don't remember that, you know, I literally just watched this episode. But Got Mick did great. I thought Got Mick was gonna tank because of the rehearsals, but Got Mick did really well. It was great. So after that, Rose of course did really well. I think this is just what Rose does. I think Rose did really well. I do agree with what they said though. The judges said that she was funnier in the rehearsals, which I agree with. She was funnier in the rehearsals. I feel like her shit was a little long-winded sometimes, and that she could have edited her jokes, but it was good. Like it was good. She was great. Like she was funny. But I will say I do get tired of the fat jokes. Like she was, you know, the jokes about Nina West and jokes about Lonnie Love, and you know, it's just like I just don't like the fat jokes. I'm like, are you really that funny if you're just gonna tell fat jokes? So, you know. So there is no runway. We don't have a runway. We just have what they were wearing during the roast. And so we first get with Candy. Candy gets good critiques. Of course, Michelle loves that she has a cinched waist because Michelle is fat phobic. Let me stop. Of course, she loves that she has a cinched waist because they don't like seeing like fat bodies and stomachs on the runway. We've seen it. So of course she loves that Candy is like cinched for the gods, which she is, and it looks damn near uncomfortable. She says she wish she had bigger hair, but I'm kind of like, I feel like there's this new era of drag that is kind of like, I don't know how to say it. I feel like there's this, I don't know. And I don't credit drag queens for this. I credit like gender nonconforming and trans people and trans women for this. But I feel like drag is starting to kind of say fuck the drag shit and starting to give like a little more like real girl. Like Candy kind of like wears like, you know, like we're seeing a lot of the girls wear like human hair wigs, like not super big dramatic wigs. Like we're seeing like the wet look. We're seeing like, you know, wearing like kind of like streetwear outfits instead of like pageant drag, you know, or like drag, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I disagree with her saying that she wished her hair was bigger. I mean, I guess, but I feel like she looked great. Whatever. So So yeah, who was next? Simone was next. Simone's in the bottom. Duh. So yeah, she got bad critiques. Simone's in the bottom. Honestly, fuck the critiques. Simone's in the bottom and Utica's in the bottom. Period. Simone and Utica are in the bottom. And the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, please send this bitch home. Like, send her home. Oh wait, fuck. Okay, they're in the bottom. Let me rewind. First of all, the way they did like calling of who in the bottom and is in the top and who's safe was interesting to me, because I thought that they were gonna do, maybe they were running out of time, because Rue also did interrupt Michelle during the judging. It kind of looked like Rue wanted the judging to kind of like, it looked like she was kind of like, okay, wrap it up, and she had told Michelle like silence. She like interrupted Michelle's like silence, bring back our girls. So yeah, so the way they named who's in the bottom and who's in the top was kind of interesting to me, because I thought that they were gonna like give like all the positive critiques. Like I thought they were gonna be like Rose. I thought they were gonna be like Candy, Rose, got Mick or something like that, or Candy, Rose, and then surprise us with who won. And yeah, so Candy ended up winning. No, this is what they did. They told Rose she was safe. They like judged Rose first and told her she was safe, which I was like, damn. That was like, they were like, you did great, but you didn't win. It was like, fuck. And so then they announced who won, which was Candy, of course. Candy won. Mick is safe. Olivia safe. Whatever, whatever. This isn't the exact order of how it went, but whatever. I'm kind of all over the place, but whatever. So, yeah, Candy won, as she fucking should have, because, like, this was her moment. And it's funny, because they were talking about how Candy never won a main challenge, and lo and behold, she wins the main challenge. So, so God Mick is safe, Olivia's safe, Candy won. The bottom is... Right, they just cut right to it. Utica and Simone are lip syncing against each other. The whole time I'm like, okay, it's time for Utica to go home. Please send her home, send her home, send her home, send her home. Like, I'm just like, send her home. My whole thing with the lip sync is, I feel like Simone isn't she isn't a performer. Like, she doesn't really dance. She kind of just does her Simoneisms. Like, she kind of just walks, give face, give eyes, give a little shoulder, you know, a little sass, a little, but she doesn't really perform, in my opinion. And I wish she would kind of like bring it. Like, I do wish she would bring it more in the lip sync. I felt like Utica was kind of bringing it more than Simone, but we have to send Utica home. Like, she needs to go. Like, it's time for her to go, because Simone can't leave. Like, they can't send Simone home. Like, that would just be suicide for the season. That would be like season suicide. Like, niggas would not be fucking watching this shit. Like, I know I wouldn't. I mean, I just skip to see what happened with Candy, and then I'm out of here. Like, you know, I would see, like, okay, did Candy make it to top 3 at least? Like, what's going on? Cause those are two that I'm like rooting for. I'm like, at this point, like, I'm rooting for Simone and Candy. So yeah, but yeah, so Simone, of course, sends Utica home, and I'm so happy. The whole time I'm like, send this bitch home, send this bitch home. Sashay away, you know, and Rue chooses for Utica to go home. And that's the end of the episode. Yeah, this episode was cute. I'm just I'm just so ready. Can we just like get to it? Like, you know, this season has been very long, and I watched a video on it. I need to find out what video it was, but I watched a video about why season 13 feels so weird. You could look it up. It has like Simone as the thumbnail, or like her promo look as a thumbnail, and it's just like why season 13 is so weird. And they're talking about like why, I think it's, no, is it Kayla Says? I think it's the channel Kayla Says. I'm 100% sure it's that channel. So yeah, so they're talking about how how this season is like extra long, and like it is, like they said the season has been out since fucking December or something. It's March. That's crazy. So yeah, I'm just waiting. Next episode, I believe they're doing an acting challenge. Yeah, it's an acting challenge. They have like Scarlett Johansson, like, you know, sending them a message or whatever, because that's what they've been doing this season. I'm like, Scarlett Johansson, oh my god, but whatever. I'm like, girl, I guess. So, so yeah, that was this episode. Um, and yeah, I honestly just kind of felt like I was watching, or I was gonna watch and like do my makeup, or I was gonna do my makeup and just like whatever. And I was just like, you know what, let me just like record this. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. I should just like upload it without any edits and call it a day. I'm surprised my phone even kept all of this memory. So hopefully it works out. Yeah, I said I was going to talk about this while I did my makeup and y'all are going to see like my full look, but do y'all really need to? I don't think so. I don't think it's that deep. Like, I'm just going to post this and post my opinions. And that's it. Okay, bye.